Well, folks, I'm back at it today in the video game section of Half Price Books, trying to find some stuff to flip and see if I still have it, or am I just washed up? Am I a useless reseller these days now that I'm a little bit out of practice and I'm hunting less? We're gonna find out today. A couple things I am noticing right off the bat. We've got NCAA Football 14. That's a little bit high, I think, given where the market price is right now after the collapse. NCAA Basketball 10, I'm pretty sure I've got 30 copies of those in our shelf of shame in the basement. Let's see. Complete PSP is interesting. Actually, a couple of them there. Pretty decent selection today at Half Price Books. I got some Call of Duty, some Commons up there, and then over here we've got more of the like retro stuff. I'm gonna do some scanning around here. I'm filming just on my phone today. The other thing that I wanted to update you guys on is just give an honest update of where Quick Flips is, formerly known as OneUp, our video game buyback software, and just kind of let you guys know, is it profitable? Is it doing well? What are the struggles? But right now, we're gonna see if I can find a couple of games to flip here. All right, the first thing that I spotted is this Rock Band 4 up here for 30 bucks. It's going for 35 on Amazon, but I don't have a coupon today, so that margin is a little bit slim. If I did have a coupon for like 20% off, I probably would do that. All right, here's our first little score here. FIFA 17 solid sports game for a little $5 profit. Here's another solid one, Gun on the Xbox 360, a little $6 profit. I may not be washed up after all. Here's another really interesting one in the Xbox section, Roadkill, which has been marked down from something I can't tell to 13 bucks. High sales rank on this, but for that kind of profit, I think I'll take the $13 risk. And here's another one that's a little bit weird that they actually did catch, 17 bucks on Barnyard, but still a little bit of room for profit there. 7 bucks or so, which I'll go ahead and take the risk on that. These end caps are another area that I'll often have success. Not only do they have a bunch of high-end games in here, but I'll look at the DVD sets to see which ones have these like white stickers on them. I'm gonna have to scan some of these because that means they're on clearance, and sometimes I'll have luck with those. Oh, look at this. These 4Ks down here, seems like they all have white stickers, unless that's just like a standard thing to let people know what the prices are from the spine in a glass case. I don't know. I'm gonna look up a decent number of those. But look what else I saw here. Can you guys believe this? They're selling a homebrew NES game for $50. You guys just got caught in 4K. Holy cow. They have a Silly Bands DS game. That is crazy. All right, well, not a bad little haul there from Half Price Books. Got a little 3-game haul. Next, we're going to that game. I don't know if you guys can see that Game Exchange right across the street over there. Feels pretty good, a little bit rusty. Those of you who have been watching the channel for a long time know that this used to be how I made pretty much all my income, just going around to like local spots, Half Price Books, game stores like that, pawn shops, and just getting $5 here, $10 there, and cobbling together an income. All my oldest videos are pretty much me sitting in a car just like this, talking to the camera about like, oh, I got this copy of Gun at a pawn shop for $3 and I'll sell it for 7 bucks. And I didn't even have the courage at that point to like film in stores because I was kind of insecure about it. But boy, we have come a long way since then. I'm outside the Game Exchange now. I haven't been to this location in quite a while, so I'm curious to see what their inventory is looking like. This spot used to be honestly very disorganized, messy, broken cases, things like that, but it's under new management now, so I'm curious to see how it has shaped up and whether we'll be able to find anything that's a little bit more profitable on Amazon than it is in store. As far as an update on Quick Flips goes, I'm very proud to announce that we were able to turn a profit in October, so that feels really good. Hopefully that will be the common trend moving forward here. Development costs are definitely slowing down, even though in December we do have a minor feature that we are pushing out. It's not really a feature as much as it is just an additional opportunity for our users, so I'm excited to announce that. And then January is the big one. I don't want to say too much about it right now, but we've got something cooking that is going to change a lot of stuff, both for us and for all of our users. So that's very exciting. I think our overall payouts to users in October were actually a little bit down from September. It went from like 177,000, which was by far our best month ever, down to like 135K. which I'm still really proud of. It also was kind of intentional because we're trying to shore up a little bit of cash flow right now for this big push we're making in January. All right, they definitely have changed the overall layout of this store. It does seem to be a good bit more pop heavy now. I'm curious to take a look in the glass cases and see like what kind of higher end games they have. Let's see over here. Looks like we've got a bunch of miscellaneous. Looks like they definitely are still kind of mid-move here at the moment with, you know, the random accessories on the floor. Maybe these fell. Maybe the whole shelf fell at some point. I don't know. But we've got some third-party N64, some third-party Super Pad. So nothing oh, this is cool, though. These little drawers here are definitely new. I kind of like this as a way of organizing the miscellaneous cartridge games over here. I'm gonna have to take a look and see if there's anything that we are currently buying. I think we may have been buying this at some point. Anything that we could potentially make a play on. All right, I was definitely mistaken about this bad boy. I'm not a huge fan of losing money when we send stuff in. One thing I will say I have been considering recently is whether or not to introduce some PS1 prices on Quick Flips. I haven't so far because they definitely present unique difficulties just with how fragile their cases are. But I don't know, I feel like it would be such a benefit to our users that we may just go ahead and bite the bullet with it. I don't know, maybe I'll scan through some of these and see like how much opportunity there really is, but I don't know. I have been dragging my feet on it. I've been getting the sense that it might be about time to introduce those. Like, here's kind of an interesting example. This is a game that I've sold consistently on Amazon for over 20 bucks and netted like 15, you know, on a bad day, maybe like 12. So it's not something I'd pick up for 10 bucks, but it's the kind of thing, I'm pretty sure this price charts for like 8 bucks. So if we threw up a price for like 6, we would know that we can double up every time. But if like one of our users gets this in a collection, are they really gonna wanna flip it on eBay or whatnot or whatever for that like 7 or 8 bucks? Or would they rather just like ship it off to us and then we can both win? This is the kind of opportunity that I'm like, I know we're passing up on this right now. There are just a couple of difficulties to overcome. Another one is that a lot of these you can see by the screenshot over here. There's a different UPC for the greatest hits version and the regular version, so that's just another mini obstacle that we would have to think about. It might mean having some like duplicate listings on our offer pages or whatever, but all things that I'm considering. Just wanted to give you a little peek into this little degenerate brain of mine. Oh, we've done it, folks. We have still got it. Check this out. 10 bucks on Skylanders Trap Team. This is an absolute classic from back in the day. I used to find all the time that still, as it turns out, has held its value. And speaking of Xbox One, this actually is another category of games that I may be considering adding to our hot list through Quick Flips. Right now we don't have any because for the most part, the Xbox One library, there are not a ton of like very high value games that are even more than like 20 bucks. And if it doesn't sell on Amazon for over 20 bucks, then we don't buy it. But I have noticed a little bit of an increase recently, so this may be another thing that you see in the not too distant future as something that we are able to take. Not all games, of course, but you know, at least a selection of some of the mid to high dollar Xbox One games, which weirdly enough, there are not that many of. So on the whole, for the day, or really for the last couple hours, after the 20-something, I forget what it was, dollars profit on the Skylanders Trap Team, that puts us at like between 30 and 40 bucks for the last couple hours. And I know there are gonna be some folks that hear that and think like, man, that is not all that much for that amount of work, Caleb. And I really disagree with that. And I wanted to talk about that a little bit because not only is 30 to 40 bucks for a couple hours, not bad at all. There are a lot of jobs that don't pay that, but you also get the privilege of learning stuff as you're going. And it's only because of a foundation of years and years and thousands of games just like this scanned in stores like that, just trying to find profit onesie twosie, that I was able to build up the foundation of knowledge necessary to build Quick Flips. So everyone always talks about delayed gratification. This is my version of it. Really can't emphasize the value of patience enough if you actually have high ambitions to build a sustainable business.